Good morning. How are you? If you've been following me for a while, my name is JC Brazil. You can always find me on the internet. But I am a professional actor and voice actor. I'm trained in the Meisner technique. I was trained by Greg Gilmore in the Gilmore Acting Studio nearly 10 years ago. So, first, let me say this. I did not intend on being an actor. Actually, I'm a better writer than I am an actor. But I take joy in what I've learned from Greg Gilmore. He no longer has a studio open, but he was the last class of Sandy Meisner before Sandy Meisner passed on, and Robert X. Modica as well. Why I'm making this video right now is because literally in the past month, I have been asked by many people, friends included, about how to be a voice actor. These are people who've watched me evolve from basically being a stage actor and a television actor without a union, without an agent, and to a very continuously working voice actor. I'm going to tell you why I did it, and I'm going to tell you how you can do it. There are a lot of advertisements right now that are saying, hey, join my class. I did anime, I did video games, I did this, but I'm going to tell you just the raw dog deal because these people have agents. I do not, and I still work more consistently than they do. I don't have to give you a class about how to be a voice actor because I still work. Why did I choose to be a voice actor? Well, I went ahead and became an actor because I really wanted to express myself. If you know me personally, which many of you do, maybe a lot of you don't, but I'm actually very quiet. I don't really talk to people. I hate meaningless conversation. I hate societal niceties. I'm very, very quiet. I rather read than talk to people because talking to people is exhausting, but acting is not because that is all of the energy, all the emotions I keep down from society, and then I can use it in a functional and safe place. This is why I do it. Now, introduction aside, you want to know, how do I become a voice actor? Well, number one, you have to know how to act, but there's a caveat to this, right? Because some voice actors will say, oh, you need to know how to act and you need to do this and you need to go to school. And no, you don't. Acting is not about getting on stage and dealing with jitters and whatever. Acting is basically reprogramming yourself against social mores. When you are young, everyone's an actor when they're young because they're truthful to how they feel. That is what acting really is. It's being truthful to what you read and truthful to how you feel. Why people say you need to learn how to act is that they're actually saying you need to learn how to be your authentic self on command. You can do that. You don't have to go to school and do that. You just have to practice. Like anything else, you have to practice. So, that out of the way. Hopefully I can save you some cash. Rule number one, go to the Guttenberg Project. It is a free book archive, right? Voice acting is not just standing in front of a microphone and having someone else record you. Those days are done. That ended in like 2010, 2015. You don't need an engineer anymore. You have to be your own engineer. You have to produce your own work. So go to the Guttenberg Project. Think about your voice. Everyone says you have a nice voice? Fantastic. That doesn't mean anything. Can you actually read out loud for hours at a time? Find a book that suits you, not what somebody would want you to read, but you. Suits your voice, suits your interest. Make sure it's small, under 100 pages. Get some software. You can use Audacity, any kind of music recording software or audio recording software that you're comfortable with. Start reading, start learning how to edit, start basically getting your chops up in endurance because doing an audiobook, I've done 10. Doing an audiobook takes a lot of time. A typical 30,000 word book, which is about 200, 300 pages, will take me a month with only one day off a week. And that's recording editing, fixing any kind of EQs, and then submitting. Second, after you've done this, do it again. You need to get through at least 10 books to go and get comfortable. And I say that with all of my chest. At least 10 books completed. Third, pick a gig site, Fiverr, whatever's out there. If you have so many audiobooks done, you have samples of your work. Start putting your best work out on gig sites. If you have a website or a SoundCloud, do the same thing. Basically, take your best work, what's fun, whatever you like, whatever's going to showcase your best qualities as a reader and as a voice actor, post it up there, and then start getting business. Now, you may say, okay, well, if I do all this, then when is it going to come? It's not going to come right away, baby. I mean, let's just talk, no cap. It's not going to come right away. I've been doing this for 10 years. No agent. I now have clients that come to me on my own, but I did exactly what I'm telling you now, right? Because I wanted to get paid. I did not want to go on stage and screen and get attention. Like, I didn't want props currency. I wanted real currency. Yeah. So after you have all these books done, right? And it's from the Guttenberg, it's free. Post them on YouTube as well. So that way you can get some views, some likes, some kind of money, right? Residuals, because you have books that are done and they're free. They have no copyright. After all that, then you just continue working. That's the truth. When I first started, I walked away from stage and screen because in Seattle, nothing against the Seattle kind of vibe, but I'm African American. I'm a proud Black woman, and I wasn't going to play roles that were going to have me as a maid, a slave, or some white chick's sidekick that gets killed. I wasn't going to do that. I refused to do that. I think it was Dinkler from Game of Thrones who was the same way. Like, he refused to take roles where he was going to be a dwarf, an elf, or whatever. Same thing. I'm like, no, I'm more trained than this. And I won't lie to you. I have a bit of an ego when it comes to my training, right? I was like, if I'm not doing Shakespeare or really good, meaty plays, I'm not going to do it. I won't be a jovial Negro. Please forgive that, but that's just the truth. I take my craft seriously. So I decided, since I had an audio engineering degree and I knew how to edit, and I had a nice voice, a voice that, if you're hearing this, from high school on up, I was teased about. I was told I sounded like a man because my voice dropped. I was told that I sounded too white because, you already know about that. I was teased for my voice. Now my voice makes me money. Last but not least, let me give you this bit of advice. You don't need an agent either. The entertainment industry has changed immensely. Yes, if you have an agent and you're already part of union, if you're already SAG-AFTRA and above, your agent is going to get into a pool that you yourself as a layman can't get into. But if you look on the web today, the entertainment industry is burning down. Paramount, Warner Brothers, basically Netflix and Hulu have won the war, right? And you still do need an agent to work with certain companies, like certain video game companies and all that good stuff. But you can still do your own work and then have an agent or a talent scout find you, because I get those. And I choose where I work and I choose what I want to. Then if you want to become union, that's your call. But I prefer to stay non-union, even though I do respect the union work and I will protest and strike with them whenever they have. I still work. And I do not have to worry about what my union will do for me. I read my own contracts or whatever. When you come into the voice acting world or any acting world in general, you are basically a mercenary. You're your own mercenary. And I will just be honest with you, if you've gotten this far, if you're not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to record and learn how to edit, learn how to be your own HR department, your own CTO, your own CEO, your own marketing firm, then don't do this. Don't waste your time. Just having a nice voice and wanting to talk in anime is not going to get you far. But if you're hungry and you truly want to do this, because I would do this for free. Hell, I do this for free. Because, hey, I had dreams of doing this a long time ago, of being an actor and a voice actor before I even went to college. I just never thought I could do it. Now I can. Save yourself the heartache. Don't get into this if you're not willing to do the work. Don't get into this if you think you're going to get paid right away. But get into this if you think you have a voice that is going to change the world and actually entertain people. Because at the end of the day, you're a storyteller. And storytellers tell their stories a majority of the time for free.